Hello, Gabriel.
Hello, Martina and Ricarda. Lately, in the last few days, I'm still in Berlin, as you can see in my background, and I was in Mengen 2 weeks ago, I think, and I took all my painting supplies with me because I somehow have the urge to paint, and I somehow have the drive to be creative, and I'm somehow hitting a wall of not wanting to, not being in creativity. And when I sit in front of the empty canvas, I start doing something, but it doesn't turn out in any way that I enjoy. And have you ever had something like that? That you wanted to be creative and somehow the things you created weren't the things you wanted to create?
I'm surprised because you came so far that you sit in front of your empty canvas and started even to paint and then waiting for a feeling of joy. And why is it important for you to have this feeling of joy?
No, it's more about the thing that I create somehow represents something. I mean, I can just take a pencil, paintbrush, and just paint some lines on an empty sheet, and I call it art. Like a child does this very often. It's like just, and then it's art. But it's not that somehow doesn't express anything. So it's not about having joy. It's about, I want the result to express at least something and not be dull.
But it's important that there is a result.
Yeah. Yeah, I have an expectation also about it.
Mm-hmm. To come back to your question, I know that I expected myself to write a lot of poems here in my time in Pelvorm. And in fact, I didn't write a single poem. I didn't write nothing, no poem. And I didn't even sit down on my ass and take a pencil and sit in front of the blank paper. Because? And I'm sad about that because I love writing poems and I'm missing that. I'm missing that feeling of creating.
And what's preventing you from taking an empty piece of paper and, like, I saw pictures of you on Instagram where you were at the beach and sitting at the beach and taking a pen and paper and just sitting there waiting for inspiration or any other experiment. Like, what's your block?
There's also that I write something, then I read it and I think that's bullshit and I don't like it, and then it remembers me a little bit what you said about the starting to paint something and don't like the result or don't feel the joy about it and don't feel the connection to it and then throw it away or stop it.
Yeah, so it makes me sad. I painted a lot already, not in the past few months, but like mostly when Corona hit, I painted a lot. And my cousin chose one picture for him, and it was the one that I liked the least. It was the one that I almost didn't want to take with me because I thought it was wasn't worth it. Like it wasn't good, wasn't nice. So I almost did it at home, and then some part of me said, okay, like just put it in there. And then this was the picture that he chose from all the pictures I made. Like I couldn't even decide. I for myself didn't like it, but somehow he liked it. And I wonder if it's even possible to, yeah, really see your own creation. What if the things you write, you think they're stupid and you don't see the fun in reading them, but the other people who read it, they think it's amazing.
And did that change? Did that experience change how you saw that picture? That you liked it more after that? Nothing? Not even 2%?
Maybe 2%. But not because he liked it, but because of the whole situation where he changed, or like where he chose it as the one that he chose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can think about a lot of experiments to research that, or to make experiments with painting although you don't want to, or painting although you don't feel the joy or feel something else, or writing although you think it's bullshit. And for example, we could try that, that I write something and you and I send it to you, and then you paint something about that, what I've written, or the other way around. And what do you think about that?
I'm up for the experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I did possibility painting, I had the experiments once to paint a picture that was to be discarded after it finished. So everyone would like, everyone in the Zoom room would take out the pens and paper and would paint something and draw something. And afterwards I said, okay, don't show it, like just make it into a ball and throw it away. Like this, mm-hmm. It was the exercise. It was really mind-blowing. So maybe this is also a tool. Like if I don't like the process, just do the paint on paper, just to do paint on paper, but not for any result, just to throw it away afterwards.
Yeah, I painted something this morning. I show you, because I have it here. I use this technique of don't look at the paper until it's ready. And this is a view out of my kitchen window, and you see the Nordermitteldeich and the wind wheel, and that's my painting. And the crazy thing is, with these paintings where you don't look at the paper, it's that's how a part of me sees that view. It's not how my mind sees that, because I'm drawing it out of I'm this judging. There's not this judging. There's not this, oh, this must be here and this must be there. For example, the wind wheel, you see, yeah. It's not in the middle. The center point is not in the middle of this thing here, and there's no one to judge that. There is no one who says, oh, this is not correct, this is not in the middle. But this is how my hands painted that. Just my hands painted that, and I like that method very much. It's in fact, it's the only way for me to paint something, really, because this judging goes on and on. And do you have a possibility how I could do that with writing? Because my hand, how can I do that with writing?
So it's actually almost about the question that I get from you is how to turn your mind off.
Mm-hmm. Yes. just seeing. It's just seeing, and the hand does something, and it's just writing. And
Do you have a typewriter?
Schreibmaschine?
Yeah.
No.
But you could open up a empty notepad or Word document and just you can start typing, but you can never put the delete button on it. Yeah. And on a typewriter would be interesting because you could write over stuff, like you could go back and then you could write over, and it would both letters would be visible. That's not possible, I think, with maybe there's an online typewriter app where you could have this thing where you go back and then you can just print two letters on top of each other.
Perhaps there's an app.
Yeah, this would be something where you like, and then you just put out whatever's coming next. Like the next, you check your impulses that are coming on your pillars maybe, and then you choose one impulse and just write the next word, the next sentence, next line. And you cannot go back. Like the judgment is possible still, but it's already written.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That could be interesting. Yeah. Could be interesting to try that.
Another possibility, I think we already tried this once, or I tried it with you, where you were talking about something and I was just writing with you. Like whatever you said, I was somehow putting the words together in the thing that you described.
Yeah, we did that once. Yeah.
Yeah. So you didn't write anything, you were just talking about what's happening, and another person was writing the words for you.
Yeah, cool. Okay. So should we try that experiment with painting and doing a poem? I'm doing a poem.
Yeah.
Or the other way around?
Let's do it both ways.
Okay. So so until when? How will be the logistics?
Let's say we both, I don't know if you have to work tonight, but like let's just write the poem today, and then we have 6 days for maybe 3 days. 3 days. I don't know what's harder for you, like writing a poem.
You have 6 days.
No, but like.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's a good idea. I have to work, but later when I'm back home, I can write something.
Okay, we can also say tomorrow evening.
Okay, tomorrow evening you send me a poem and I send you a poem, and then I paint something and you paint something with my poem, and so we have poem and picture.
Yeah.
One for you.
We have it ready next Monday.
And we can show it if we like next Monday. Yes. Cool. Okay, deal.
Cool.
So tomorrow 6 p.m.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you next week.
See you next week.